Hi, Donna Marie. This video you asked me to do. This is about 6, 7 times I've done this. So either way, here goes. This is for the application of the Gardini edge paint. Um, this is the same thing. It was Campbell Randall is selling it, and I bought it through them. But it's the same thing. Had this for a couple of years, so it does last a long time. I have in a brown. I have in a black. This is gloss. You have a flat finish, so but it doesn't even matter. Now I make holsters, gun holsters, and belts and straps and other stuff. So basically, I have not really made a bag yet. Trying, just getting it right, but this is how I make mines, and you can see the edge paint on it. So now some of the things I've done already, I've done it over, so it's not really. But if you were doing a thicker, heavier leather strap, this is like a 6, 8 ounce, 7, 8 ounce leather. It's thicker. This you should really prep the edges. Like I said before, basically once it's cut, you sand it down. This is like 220. You make sure it's pretty smooth. I'll wet it, the edge, and once it's damp, we lay down the fibers. This is just a wooden dowel with grooves cut into it, and we'll just rub it, and it burnishes it. It lays down the fibers. It makes it tight. There's other ways to do this. You could leave it raw, put beeswax, but you'll get a nice smooth finish. It usually gets like a little glossy, like this. It's a lot smoother than having a raw edge. Now, I've seen some people, they'll just put it raw like that. It's fine, whatever you're gonna make, whatever the look you're looking for. But if you want it a little smoother, you'll just buff it out like that. Now, here is a softer leather. This is probably what you'll use for a handbag or strap or something like that. Now, I already applied this. It has one coat already on it. This side has about 3 coats. Now you could see the more coats you add to it, it becomes smoother and smoother. In between the coats, once it's dry, a half hour, 40 minutes, you'll come back and you'll use a light, very fine sandpaper. This one's 600. You'll just very lightly rub it smooth until you'll get a smoother finish. This is a hot gloss, so once I do this, it takes the gloss off, but it becomes smoother. After that, you'll reapply another coating. The more coats you apply, the higher it gets, the thicker and the smoother it is. It's a high build paint, so you shouldn't have a problem. Now, this is a dabbler that I have. Now, once you buy these, if you use this type, it's a wool dabbler. Pick it up Tandy's, online, wherever. What I do is I'll use a lighter, and I'll show a little bit because there's paint already on it. I've done it about 3 times. I throw them out. You'll light it, you put it on, and it just singes it, and then you'll just rub off the burnt part on it. Once you do that, what it does, when you use it out of the bag, it has a lot of fibers. So once you do that, the fibers are gone, and you don't have little hairs creating little marks or anything like that. So that's what you want. Once you do that, this is ready to go. So shake well your edge paint. I shaked it about 100 times before. Like I said, 3 or 4 times. I've done this video, and it's through my phone, so that's one of the problems. Once I get a better, just looking for a camera I had, I can't find it. Probably lent it out. So on the softer leather like this, there's no real finishing because the fibers, you can't work on it. But once you cut it straight and there's no fibers on it and you're happy with it, it's fine, then you could apply it. So here I go again. Now I usually dip it about halfway. You don't really want a lot on it, because if you put too much, it'll drip on the sides and you have a real mess. and sometimes depending on the leather you may have to redo it. I mean, get a new strap of leather and make it over. But either way, it'll glide on very easy. There's no marks on it. Just leave it. Even if you made a little run on the other side, leave it alone. Leave it till it dries, unless you have a waxy finish on it, then you could wipe it off. But if it's like this back of it is suede, don't touch it. Here's a raw piece here. It just goes on. Just here it is. There's nothing dripping on the side. It just goes on very nice. Now the more you build, this will be like the fourth coat on this side. And I didn't sand in between. But you could see how really nice and smooth that is. You know, if it focuses a little better, you could see it. And it'll keep building like that. One thing, don't touch it until it's fully dry. Because if you touch it with your fingers, you'll make a flat spot on it. So, and you can wax it afterwards, after it's really dry. Here's one I was testing out. And this is my sample. Now this is really smooth. This has about, I don't know, about 4 or 5 coats on it. Yeah, it's a lot of work, but it really makes a nice finish. It's hard. You try to scratch it, it's not going to come out. Now, let me lay this here somewhere. Now, here is the piece of leather that I burnished. You see it nice and smooth. So we're going to try to apply it real now. And that's one smooth coat, just like that, and it just glides on. You can see the sheen on it. Just leave it. Wait till it dries. If it's smooth enough, you could just go and give it another coat. If you see it that's really rough and needs sanding, then you'll sand it. Other than that, that's it. Now I don't have a pen. I've been using it this way. If you use also, this is a wooden stick, skewer, or whatever you want to call. You could do it just like that for small holes, small slots where you can't get the dollar or your pen, and you just the same application. Here's the thing, and you just roll it on a little bit. It goes on just like that, and you can see it's fully covered. There's nothing on it. Now this side it was raw. I didn't sand this. It was just a smooth cut. But you could see how it goes on. Really, it's not a big thing. You could do this easily. With the thinner leathers, even thinner than this. Actually, here's one. Something you could use. I have so many now edges painted. Here's real thin. Now this was this thick, and with my Skyver I made it this small. I'll show it to you. This, by the way, that's a Juki 1541, and here is a press for rivets and snaps. Next to it, whoop, this way is that's right here. Is a leather splitter. It'll make it thinner. Behind me is a Skyver. A leather Skyver. This is really nice for making leather thin. And that is the Cowboy 4500, which is the same as a 1541. It really sews. This is it'll sew almost an inch thick of leather. It's a little workhorse. Really nice machine. I also have a serger, commercial serger in my garage, and I'm thinking about getting the, I don't know, Juki 8700 or a jack or something like that for finer stuff when I'll be getting into that, hopefully. Now, back again to the thinner one. Same thing. Maybe your pen will be thin, but you'll hold it flat, straight. If it's a real long piece, if you get 2 pieces of wood and just put it close, and you'll just run it across like that. Just touching it, just going fast. If you go really slow, it tends to build and maybe drip. But this way, you just touch it. The wool actually holds the paint, doesn't drip. So it's really good. That's why I use it. Now, you can see the edge. I already did it with no mess, nothing on the other each side. So I hope this video helps out. If not, you could just send me a message or text me, or you need my phone number, whatever, let me know. All right. Thanks a lot, and I hope this works out for you. Bye.